Every winter, off-grid systems that ran perfectly all summer just quit. And the owners chalk it up to bad luck, or a bad battery, or one cloudy week. It's none of those. Cold weather failure is three specific, predictable problems, and they tend to show up in the same month, usually January, right when you need your power the most. If you're building an off-grid system, or you already have one, these three things decide whether it survives its first real winter. Let's go through all three, and then how to build one that doesn't care what the thermometer says. Here's the root of it. Almost every beginner system is designed around July. Clear skies, long days, mild temperatures, panels producing near their rated output. Everything looks great because summer is the easy test. Winter is the real one. Shorter days, low sun angle, heavy overcast, and temperatures that change how every component in your system behaves. Designing for summer and hoping it carries you through winter is what I call fair weather math. It works right up until the first hard cold snap, and then all three of these failures hit at once. Here's something nobody tells you about off-grid solar. Your panels make more voltage when it's freezing, not less. As the temperature drops, panel voltage climbs. On a clear January morning, a panel rated at 40 volts can spike past 47. If you pick your charge controller off the summer number, that cold morning surge is over its limit, and that's what quietly kills it. It doesn't die that day, it degrades. Then it fails midwinter, right when you need the system most. Killer number 2 happens inside your battery. Lithium, the LiFePO4 chemistry most new builds use, has a hard rule. It will not accept a charge below freezing. Push charge current into a lithium cell below 32 degrees, and you damage it permanently. So every good battery has a management system that simply blocks charging when it's too cold. Read that back. On the coldest mornings, exactly when your panels are finally making power, your battery can refuse to take it. And the cold also shrinks how much usable energy the battery hands back in the first place. So winter hits your storage twice, less capacity out and a window where it won't charge at all, unless you plan for it with a self-heating battery or a warm, insulated place to put it. Killer number 3 is about timing. Picture a January morning. Your battery bled down overnight, it's cold, state of charge is low. Then your well pump kicks on. A pump that runs at 400 watts can spike past 2,000 at startup, a 6-time surge in a fraction of a second. On a summer afternoon with a full battery, your inverter shrugs that off. On a depleted winter morning, that surge is the straw that breaks it. The inverter browns out or shuts down to protect itself, and now you've got no water and no power on the coldest day of the year. The lesson? Your inverter has to be sized for the worst startup surge, not the average running load, because winter is when that surge lands at the worst possible moment. Now, here's why winter is uniquely brutal. These three don't take turns, they stack. A cold, cloudy week means low production, a battery that's fighting to charge, and higher loads, heat, lights, pumps, everyone home, all at the same time. Each problem alone is survivable. Together, in the same week, they're what takes a system down. I call it the winter trap, and it's the single most common way I see self-built off-grid systems fail. Not a defective part, a design that was never asked to survive its worst week. So how do you build one that doesn't care about winter? You stop designing for July and start designing for your worst month. 4 moves. 1. Size your array and battery to December's sun hours, not the annual average. The worst month is the whole point. 2. Pick your charge controller and string voltage against your record cold, so that cold voltage spike stays inside its limit with margin. 3. Put your battery where it stays above freezing, or buy a self-heating one, so it can actually charge when it needs to. 4. Size your inverter to the startup surge of your biggest motor, not its running watts. Do those 4 things, and winter stops being the season your system dies. It becomes the season you designed for. Fair question. If winter is this predictable, why don't more solar videos lead with it? Follow the incentive. Designing for your worst week usually means buying the right-sized gear, not the biggest, most expensive system on the shelf. That's the opposite of what a lot of solar content is built to sell you. We'd rather be the channel that tells you what actually keeps your lights on in January than the one that upsells you a bigger battery you still wired wrong. The understanding is the product, not the unit. So here's where to start, and it's free. There's a load calculator at beginnersolar.com/calc that walks you through everything you actually run, every appliance, every device, and adds it up into your daily energy use in kilowatt hours. That's the foundation. Get that number wrong, and every decision downstream is wrong too. Nail it, and you've got the one input every real sizing decision starts from. And if you want me to take it further and pressure test a build for winter, drop yours in the comments. Your loads, your climate, the coldest night you need to survive, and I'll size real ones on camera. You bring the build, I'll bring the math.